Went to the old Melbourne jail the other day, Ben and Bell. Yeah, in-laws were in town. Thought they'd enjoy it. Pretty cool. With, Ned Kelly's armour's in there.
Is it?
Yeah, I've never been like a big Ned Kelly. You know, some people have tattoos and they've got the stickers on the car and that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure he was hung there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, lots of people were. That's just how it was back in those days.
Yep.
And they also used to experiment on the prisoners like after they'd passed away. So they weirdly have like a lot of, if you go there and you go into all the different cells, they have like molds of like plasticine molds of the people's faces that were in the cells. It's kind of, it's a bit morbid, but like they would do.
It's very personal.
Yeah. Well, they were criminals. So, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know about it, like, you know, back in the day, they're probably mistrialed and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So.
you know, they
and it
stole
might
a
have
loaf of bread.
Yeah.
God forbid.
I think these guys were mostly murderers.
Okay.
I was reading that.
Okay.
I was reading a lot of murder.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of gruesome murder.
Mhm.
So probably deserve to have a plasticine head in a thing. People pay money to come and look at you.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
But so there was this one room that sort of like went into like a lot of the experiments that would happen. And I suppose like, I know it seems a bit weird, but I suppose that's how we probably, you know, modern sciences develop, and that's how we would find out over the years about anatomy and how the brain works and all of that.
So you want to see more of that in this day and age?
Not saying that. Not saying that.
You want
No,
more
you can
capital
donate-
punishment?
No, you can donate your body to
for
science.
murderers?
You can. Well, that's it. You can donate your body to
Hang
science.
on.
Liam wants more capital punishment for murderers. And he wants more experimentation
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
on
saying.
prisoners.
But when I was there, I was there with my wife, and they had this big diagram of, and it was like the human brain, and it was broken up into say 50 emotions. It's like where they believed each emotion was, and you know, so it's like, oh, well, this little circle of the brain, that's where your anger comes from, and this is, you know, your fear and your taste and your love and your happiness and whatever. And I don't know if you know this about my wife. You probably don't, unless you've like patted her head. You wouldn't notice because she's got long hair, but she does have a bit of flat spot going on in the back of the head there.
Oh,
Quite
really?
flat. It's pretty flat. You could probably rest a dinner plate on the top.
Really?
Of it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And we sort of joke about it.
Mhm.
But I said to her, well, let's see how accurate this thing is. Let's see what you're missing.
Mm.
Because there's a whole part of her head like that's just missing, sort of at the very top of the back. And I looked on the chart and I was like, oh, where is it? Self-esteem is what you are. Brutal. I was like, oh, I must be missing that bit too.
Oh.